Hey guys, it's Sundal from Substance Over Style and welcome to a new episode. Today I want to discuss plus size models. Now, a lot of people in the vegan community have had quite a few opinions on the whole plus size model. I don't want to say trend because I kind of think it's here to stay, the plus size model genre. Which is normal. Everybody seems to want to have an opinion on women's bodies and what they should be looking like. So as a vegan and as a model, I kind of wanted to add my 2 cents on the topic. Now, firstly, I want to kind of come to the defense of plus size models a little bit, because a lot of vegan YouTubers have kind of been attacking plus size models for promoting an unhealthy lifestyle and for basically normalizing and promoting eating animal products, in particular Freely the Banana Girl and That Vegan Couple. You can check out their video here. So this kind of a response video to that. Now, firstly, I would like to raise the point that not all plus size women and not all plus size models are omnivores or meat eaters or even vegetarians. There are several plus size women who are vegan, believe it or not. If you want examples, you can check out Kira Rose, who I follow on Instagram. She is an alternative plus size model who happens to be vegan. Also Kazi Vegan, who did a video on this topic, you can check out here. She is also a plus size model and a vegan. And Andrew Marlowe also did a video on this topic, which I will link to here or down below, depending on how many cards I'm allowed in this video, where he talks about how he knows many plus size models. Sorry, my computer's just frozen. Yeah, Andrew Marlowe has talked about how he knows many plus size women who are vegan or vegetarian. So saying that plus size models are promoting eating animals is not really fair. Yes, the majority of them do eat animals, but that's because the majority of people eat animals. I mean, if you look at most straight size models, most of them also eat animal products. Are we going to say that they are promoting an unhealthy lifestyle in which they promote, eating animal products? I mean, yeah, okay, Freely has done a number of videos in which she slams certain people, celebrities and stuff like that who are of a straight size, for promoting sort of high protein, low carb diets. Okay, fair enough. But plus size models in general are not, I would not say that their reason for being is for, promoting eating animals. They just happen to eat animals because that's what is considered normal in our society. I don't think they even really think that that's what they're doing. Their main goal is just body positivity and, loving yourself and feeling good about yourself no matter what your size is. And, I understand what people are saying, that body positivity comes, when you're loving your body, you're treating it well by eating healthily and doing exercise and stuff like that. But let's not forget that straight size models are kind of really, really small. And a lot of them who eat a normal sort of standard diet are calorie restricting. Let's not make any bones about that. It's pretty hard to eat, a standard diet and maintain the size that they expect from a normal runway model if you're not calorie restricting. So plus size models just have a normal diet and don't calorie restrict. I mean, you saw my video on metabolic damage where I talked about how as a vegetarian, when I was eating as much, calories as my body needed on a vegetarian diet, which is not that different from a standard diet that includes meat because I'm still eating animal products, I was too big for modeling. So, okay, yes, I wasn't looking like a plus size model, but I was too big to be a straight size model, eating just normally. So, let's not forget that when we're talking about, plus size models promoting an unhealthy lifestyle. I mean, we can say that people like Tess Holliday, who, is extremely fat, I'm not even going to call it curvy. She's just fat. I mean, she needs to just own that. Yes, she is promoting obesity. Fine. I would say that. But not all plus size models are obese. Okay, plus size modeling starts at a UK size 12. That's not obese. 14 even is not obese, especially considering that most plus size models are about 5'10". So, you know, I think it is important to have more diversity in the media in terms of what we perceive to be beautiful and what is shown to us as beautiful. You guys all know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, that I'm a big champion of diversity in media and in the fashion industry. I've done a couple of videos on the lack of ethnic diversity. So I think it's great that we are seeing more diversity in general in terms of gender, body size, ethnicity and age as well. So anything that allows people to feel good about themselves and to feel that they are beautiful too, even if they don't look like a 16-year-old blonde 5'10", underweight runway model, they are still beautiful. And we need to see more of those representations in the media. I mean, even though I am a straight size model, when I'm packing a little bit more junk in my trunk, I love to see, women who are curvy and look voluptuous, even though they're much curvier than I am. And most people to look at me would not even notice that I've gained some weight. In myself, I feel like, when I've gained a little bit of weight, I feel not so confident, when my clothes are fitting tighter. So I love to see more diversity and representation because it makes me feel good about myself when I'm in those moments. And, that's not from me being unhealthy. That's just from me, eating a little bit more food. I'm a vegan, and I eat plant-based vegan. Yes, I'm not 100% raw, if that's what we consider optimal, but we still live in this world where unhealthy eating is the norm, and eating an optimal diet, which is sort of, unprocessed, whole foods, high raw, plant-based, vegan, is considered quite crazy. So it can be quite difficult for people to maintain that most optimal lifestyle if they're still living in the real world. That's when you start to ask questions about the real world and how normal and how optimal it actually is for humans to live. We know as vegans that it's not actually very optimal, and that there's a lot of problems with the real world. But bashing on plus size models is not really, I don't think it's healthy for us as a community. If you want to bash on anybody, bash on the meat industry and tell people who are supporting the meat industry that their choices are unethical. Bashing on a marginalized group like plus size women is not fucking cool. I don't think it's cool. And just because they're models and they're now in a position, they've now got a position of power, it's still not fair to bash on them, because by bashing on them, you're bashing on the community which they represent, which is plus size women. So let's not do that, because many plus size women are vegan. Now, the personal issue that I have with the plus size genre is that it doesn't actually change anything for straight size models. Most straight size models are told that they have to starve themselves if they want to be really successful in the industry. If you start to approach a healthy body weight as a straight size model, that's when you start getting into the commercial category, and you're not going to do so well in the fashion industry anymore. You're probably not going to be, the face of Chanel or Hugo Boss or any of these big luxury fashion brands, because in order to do the big fashion weeks, walk the runway for the big designers at the fashion week, you have to maintain an unhealthy body weight. Like, let's not make any bones about that. Being 5'10" and having a 35-inch hip is going to put you at a BMI of about 15 or 16. Okay, because I know what my BMI is when I'm those measurements, and I'm only about 5'8", and my BMI is less than 18, which is what, the fashion industry and the medical industry has deemed as a healthy body weight. So, having plus size models is not the fashion industry's way of saying, hey, we're promoting healthy body positivity because we've got plus size models as well. No, both of them are just quite unhealthy. If you have a healthy body weight, you're an in-betweeny, and there's just not that much work for models like that. You'll maybe do a little bit of commercial, you'll do a bit of lifestyle, but you're not going to be working for the big brands like, the skinny models and the plus size models. You're kind of maybe going to be doing some fitness modeling or something like that. That's the problem that I have with not plus size models, but the plus size model genre. So if we want to be having that conversation, let's have the conversation about why are we not seeing more models who have a normal, healthy body size working for big brands? That's the question we should be asking. So just to wrap up, if you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Do you think plus size models are promoting unhealthy body image? Do you think that they are upholding the meat and dairy industry? Leave me your thoughts. Do you think straight size models are upholding the meat and dairy industry and promoting an unhealthy lifestyle? And what do you think of the body positivity movement? Share your thoughts, let's have a discussion, and once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.